You ever have one of those days where you're running on zero sleep, you're craving everything in sight, and the last thing you want to do is move? Yeah, that's today.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay.
Hey guys, welcome to Slow and Steady with Andi. I'm Andi, and I'm probably going to be pretty slow today. Hopefully, I will be steady as I'm not at home and I don't want to be unsteady out here by myself. Anyways, yeah, I'm really having to force myself today. I slept like crap last night. I have this, I'm sure it's like sinus stuff, but I have this cough going on. And as soon as I lay down, I get a tickle in my throat. And it just drives me absolutely crazy. It's a beautiful day out here. Usually I'll just get on my treadmill after work. But I'm like, no, I need to like get out and get some sun because I'm not feeling it today. But I made a commitment to myself and to my Apple Watch that I would get 8,000 steps a day. So that is what we are going to work on.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be.
And of course the sun is right here, but it is what it is. That's what we're doing right now. We're walking this direction. But I've really, um, I've really learned to love going for a walk after, I was about to say after school, after work. Um, I'm not much of a morning workout person. I like to get as much sleep as I can before I have to get up for work. So I really find that going for a walk after work just it re-energizes me for one, but it just really helps to just clear my mind, um, bring me down from the stress of my work day. And yeah, I should do this more often. It's just always easier to do it on the treadmill. I got my treadmill, I don't know, probably about 5, 6 months ago, a little bit before when I started Mounjaro, but it's actually like one of those walking pads. It's made by Deer Run. I really like it, and it was a lot more affordable than like a full-blown treadmill. So I love the convenience of having it at home. Really helps me reach that 8,000 step a day goal. But it definitely, I'm trying to get other types of workouts in, but the most important thing to me is just to make sure I'm getting some walking in every day. Hopefully, with those of you who might see this video on super close up, you're not seeing my beard and mustache, but it's real, y'all. I think I told you in one of my first videos I put up when starting the new content was that, I'm going to keep it real with you. And that is definitely something, it's embarrassing, but I've been dealing with it since basically puberty. So it was probably about 12, 13 when I started growing beard and I pretty much have just been shaving it ever since. I'll never forget, I don't know, I was a little older in my teens, and I was standing in our bathroom at the bathroom sink, and I had the bathroom door open, and I was working on shaving my face, and my dad walked down the hall and saw what I was doing, and he just started crying because he just felt so bad knowing that that was something like I had to do every day. But I have an older sister who also has that same issue, and she went through, oh my gosh, what's it called? It was like super popular in the 80s, like electrolysis, I think. And she did other things, and it may have slowed it down for an extent, but it cost a lot of money, was a lot of time, and ultimately it didn't last. So for me, it's just easier to go to the shower. I do it while I'm in the shower and get rid of it. That's real life. Gotta love it. But yeah, I did not take a shower this morning before work. I figured I would take one after work and after my walk. So we will take care of my beautiful beard then. Yeah, it's great. I'm telling you, today I can definitely see where sleep is super important, especially when you're on any kind of a health journey, because, excuse me, again, my cough, I can tell I can see where sleep is super important especially when you're on a health journey, because I could definitely tell today not having a good night's sleep. I'm sure my cortisol was all out of whack, and I definitely had food noise going on. For those of you who might not be real familiar with the whole workings of Mounjaro or Zepbound or Ozempic, Wegovy, any of the other GLP-1 medications, um, one of the big things that it does is it shuts off food noise. So food noise it's those times where, throughout the day where you're not hungry, but maybe you're bored, maybe you're stressed, and you're thinking about food and wanting to eat, because a lot of us deal with, an emotional eating aspect of food, and that is why we are overweight. So that really was alive and well today, but I do my best to try and fight through those moments. And so far every time that's happened, I've been able to fight it pretty good. So today I didn't eat anything over what I expected to eat for the day. But even with all that happening today, my goals and I guess my just mindset, my willpower, no, not willpower, I have horrible willpower, but my determination, I guess, helped me fight through that. So yesterday I weighed myself, and my weight was 242 point, I don't know, whatever it is showing right here. And I was just so happy, so excited, so relieved, because I have been sitting at, let's see, so, and I'll show you the date for this. As I'm walking, I just don't know it off the top of my head, but it's been a few weeks for sure where I hit my most recent lowest since starting my Mounjaro type 2 diabetes journey, which was 245 point something. And then from there, over the next 3 weeks after that, I was jumping back up, and then I'd go back down to like 246. So for the last 3 weeks, my range has been jumping around from that 245. Hopefully it's not too loud. I better stop right here. So at that time, I hit the 245, and then for the next 3 weeks, I was going anywhere from the 245 back up to like 249. And it was just fluctuating back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, what the heck, man? You know, I am, it's so frustrating, you guys, because I have been really on point more than I've ever been in my life trying, to get healthy. And then to see it jumping back up, I just was like feeling really discouraged. But then yesterday happened and I hit the new low weight. So as of today, I started at 267 on June 3rd, I think is when, June 3rd, because that's when I started the Mounjaro and started to really keep track of my weight, which I love the scale that I have. It's one of those smart scales, and I weigh myself every day because I feel like I just get a better picture of maybe what something I've eaten, how it's affecting me. I just really like it because I feel like if I only weighed myself once a month, what if I weighed myself on that 245 day and then I waited a month and weighed myself at the 249? In my mind, I'm thinking I got to change everything I'm doing because I'm gaining my weight back. But in reality, that is not what's happening. My body is just really on a healing journey, big time. And so now I'm at my new lower level, and it just really gives me some more motivation, which I think also helped me just stick to my plan and go for a walk today. So now that I'm, I think, 15 minutes in, no, maybe 12 minutes in to this walk, I am so glad I came out here and did this because it just feels so good to get sun. Let's see how many steps I'm at. I don't know how many steps. Right now I'm at 0.67 miles. So I'm going to try to get up to a mile, and that'll feel pretty productive for the day. I may have to jump on the treadmill a little bit after dinner if I haven't quite reached the 8,000, but that's okay. Feeling re-energized, like I said. And I just wanted to come with you today. This wasn't something I planned on doing, but when I woke up feeling like I did today, going through the food noise I did today, I just really wanted to come on and just share with you guys to hopefully be able to encourage you if you are on a health journey, whether it's with GLP-1 or however or whatever else you are doing for your journey. I just want to encourage you that even on those days when you feel like you just don't have any more to give, just try pushing yourself a little bit. Even if it would have just been a 5-minute walk down your street, down to the end of your block and back. I think you'll be surprised to find that if you just take that step and push yourself to go do something, that once you start doing it and you start to feel that you start to feel re-energized, that you will most likely end up continuing on for a little bit longer. But even if it is just that one block, it's something. And your body will thank you for that, for sure. If today taught me anything, it's that showing up tired still counts. Every slow step matters. So if you needed a sign to take your walk, this is it. Slow and steady matters. Until next time, you guys, remember, slow and steady wins the race.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.